OneGroove.com, your global sound system, the Funk Science Show. Finishing up the set from our very special guest from Germany, Ian Pooley. First off, want to welcome you to Canada.
Thanks.
When was the last time you were here?
Exactly 1 year ago.
Really?
Played Toronto for Craig as well, but in a different club.
Wasn't Turbo that you're here to do this time?
Yeah, I'm playing Turbo this time, but last time I played somewhere else. Can't remember the name.
Right.
Soundbar.
System Soundbar.
Yeah.
System Soundbar. Okay. Another club down here in Toronto. Well, we appreciate you coming in to play for us and to chat with us. And I gotta know right off the bat, my first question for a guy who's up and coming, trying to get the production things happening. How does it feel to be where you are right now? Level of success, traveling all over.
Pretty stressful. That's all I can say about it.
Well,
it's fun playing, and it's nice. But you have a lot of things to do, and you think, okay, now you've done so many things, but still there's so many things to come up, loads of promotion to do, and lots of interviews, and so you have to always be prepared for no spare time at all, So it's all about the music then.
It's a trade-off, but because you're actually leaving here to go do more interviews, aren't you? Or do you get to rest before you get to play tonight?
No, it's actually, interviews. I've got 3 more, and then we just go for dinner and then for the club,
Jeez.
The whole day is planned.
It's got to be stressful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I wanted to ask you also, when you started off, you were more of like in an independent situation, like on an independent label. Did you find there like being an advantage as opposed to being with like a label? Or do you have like a lot of control with what you do?
Yeah, that was my deal with V2, that I said, no one's speaking to my music.
Yeah.
And but anyway, when you have an independent label, it's like the whole thing is more faster. You just finish some tracks, and you can put them out, within like 2 weeks or something. So that's the biggest advantage of independent labels. You just
it's out.
Press up 1,000 copies.
Yeah.
That's it. But with V2, it's really good.
And with V2, you've actually got an album coming out.
Yeah.
Called Since Then, I believe, is
Yeah, Since Then, the album title. Yeah.
Now, writing like a full-length album, like I gotta admit, I got your bio last night really late, and I had no idea that you didn't even have an album out until 2 years ago. Like lots of singles.
But I had an album before on 4-Sync.
Okay.
It was like 4 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In '96 then.
Around 95, 96, yeah.
Like, do you feel any more pressure doing like a full-length album as opposed to doing like a single release or like a remix? Like, is there any more pressure?
Why?
Well, because it's going to be, looked at and scrutinized, and maybe more so than like a single.
I just do my thing, and the whole thing about business planning or how much it would sell is not of my concern. I just do my music, and people like it, people accept it.
Well, that's actually was my next question. Like when you sit down to write a track, are you concerned with doing an Ian Pooley track, or are you just making good music? Is that your goal?
That's hard to explain, because I just sit down and start on something. I don't write a concept, about like, this is the new Ian Pooley track. It's just like I start on something and it happens to sound like Ian Pooley. But for myself, it's hard to explain.
Right.
Because I just do something and people always say, yeah, I can recognize that it's you, but I can't really explain why.
Right. Well, I guess it's got to do with the way you're tweaking sounds and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it's a signature sound that that you end up getting. But well, that's another thing I was going to say is when you sit down to write a track, are you influenced by like what you're playing at the time?
No. That's for me totally separate. It's mostly about DJing is DJing for me, and I'm a fan of other people's music. And when I'm a producer, I just do my own thing. That's it.
You do your own thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's all anyone can ask, right?
Yeah.
So you're here playing Turbo tonight. We are a worldwide service. So we want to know where else we can catch you around the world.
I'm doing my, so to say, my American tour.
Okay.
I play some more gigs. I play one gig in Montreal on Tuesday.
Okay.
At the Sonar.
Oh yeah.
And then I go back to the United States and I play New York and Philadelphia. And then I'm going back home afterwards.
Lucky you. Well, we appreciate you coming in.
Okay.
Good luck tonight. We'll be down there to check you out. Once again, Turbo Nightclub on Adelaide down here in Toronto. We're actually going to try and get those the rest of the gigs that Ian's doing on this tour listed on the site, so you can check those out. And
you can do that.
And we'll get them listed so that people can find out where you're going to be and when. And they can come check you out.
All right.
So once again, we appreciate it. We get back to things on the Funk Science Show. Myself, Jay Groove, on the decks. Once again, thank our very special guest, Ian Pooley.